All right, so Predator 42 came out last week. I think it's like 42. I don't remember. And we haven't done like a straight up movie review in a hot minute because we've been all up in our retro watch business and some of the other stuff that we were doing. But we've been looking forward to this. This was on the hot list from February of this year. Going back, if you guys go back and check out our hype list video, I think we were both interested in checking this out. We're both kind of fans of the franchise. Kingsy's a fan of this franchise, unlike the Alien franchise that he's not a fan of.
Yep.
Not at all. I think we both had some concerns leading into Badlands. I think I was a little bit more concerned, which is typically how we do here. I want to ask you right off the bat, though, what did you think of the Predator's actual design in the movie? Not the still shots, not the trailer shots. What did you think when you actually saw the movie? How did he come out?
Honestly, I didn't really notice a difference between him and his brother or his dad. I thought he worked well for what he was.
But I mean, like quality-wise of the actual effect work. Like,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. In terms of comparing them to another character, you said.
Yep.
They're no better or worse. True. Gotcha. Dude, I'm surprised, actually. I thought it looked better than it was going to. And again, maybe this is the danger of living in a world where people screen grab things and you can throw a filter on it to make some colors muted and be like, look at this. It looks like PS2. Maybe we got to knock that shit off and just wait until shit comes out. I don't know. It's a struggle now.
And then with trailers, they might not be giving you the final shot or like not after they go through and do their touch-ups again. Because remember, the teaser trailer came out, 5 months ago? 5 months ago?
Yeah, we saw it in February.
In 5 months, they've gone through and they've done even more edits than what, like they were in the middle of their editing process when they cut the trailer. So
that's wild to me, though, just from the business sense of things. Like, you're always told you put your best foot forward. Like, why would you cut the trailer and use something that might be considered subpar? You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting your absolute best 8K image out there, but look at this badassery we got coming through.
And that's why I think they chose a lot of bat shots and side shots where it wasn't really many fronts, but they couldn't avoid it. So
they really did too. They really showed you a whole lot of him holding the sword up from behind and looking over his shoulder at the K-Lisk and things.
Because it wasn't completely finished, but you had a certain time frame in the marketing. You have to release something. I think you muted yourself.
I did because I was coughing and didn't want to die.
Okay,
I'll cut that out. So yeah, overall, Badlands better than I expected. I'm not sure if I like it more than Prey, which I did enjoy. A lot of people did, and a lot of people did. I think it's fairly. I wouldn't say it was divisive, but it had a mixed feedback, I think. But I think I enjoyed this on a level where I'd give it a decent score. And we'll save our scores for the end. We won't bury the lead or anything. But I think I really enjoyed the direction they took. Was novel. They wanted to do the coming of age thing, but they also layered in some decent family dynamics and the found family trope, and I wasn't necessarily expecting that. And they set up Deck in the first 10 minutes. Like, they really do the heavy lifting in those first 10 minutes where he's working with his brother, Quay.
Yeah.
Where he's like, they're painting him as the likable underdog. His brother has his back. And has brotherly love and respect for him. Like, he's looking out for him, tries to protect him. It costs him huge to do so. So I mean, by the time that scene happens and he's crash landing onto Genna, the death planet, you're like, I mean, all right, I'm kind of down to see what this dude does. Like, he's got a clearly defined mission ahead of him. Vengeance for his brother, or his brother's murder, right? Spoiler alert, sorry guys. And like, also I still have to do my whole coming of age, like get the trophy, bring it back to the clan, prove my worth thing. There's a lot, I think, to hook into there just from the get-go.
All right, before we go any further.
Whoops. So anyways, his brother died. There you go.
Anyways, I just kept on blasting.
Yeah, so anyway, we should just get that. We should get Danny in here. What did you think of the story in the setup? How they set Deck up? What did you think? Was it effective? Was it necessary?
Yeah, I think a lot of their choices, they took the right choice instead of what they could have done with it. Yeah. I liked how he even when he got to the planet of death, like he's getting all of his stuff together, and then he just ends up leaving with his sword after
lost it all.
done.
But I like to see it. But again, you're talking about making right decisions. I feel like they knew this movie was needed to be like a semi-survival on the road tale, but they were like, but people need to see some plasma bow shit, right? Yeah. So they let him take a couple of shots with it. But you're right, dude. When he leaves the crash site, he literally just has his sword. That's
his sword and the dagger and his bracelet,
the wrist spike, right?
Yeah.
But that's it. Like the shoulder blaster, no, don't got that. None of the grenades, none of the none of the interesting shit. No cloaking device, because that's the whole point. Is he's the prize of bringing back the trophy is to get his cloak.
Yeah, he has to earn his cloak.
Right. So I thought it was a good setup. It was better than I was expecting just because of that. The middle dragged a little bit though.
I like the fun and games.
It got a little too goofy for me. Again, I said this last week with what did we just watch? Where I said I feel like it's a tale of two movies. The minute the baby monster showed up, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But it's baked right into the DNA of the movie though, so it wasn't like it was tacked on. Like that whole thing had a payoff, you know. I won't spoil that.
I think there were some great fight scenes and great choreography throughout the fun and game section of it.
Sure.
And I mean, it starts off that way too. The fight between him and his brother, especially when he like catches his thing, like right as he comes out of cloak. Mm-hmm. That was pretty smooth.
Listen, I don't get this whole clan's problem with Deck as being like the runt and the underdog. Dude seems like a badass to me. Like, dude just rolled up in there and was effing shit up every time he had to pull a blade on something. It was getting got. So I mean, I don't know. And when he gets back there at the end of the movie, he done fleeces those two guards like they weren't even there. So I don't know. Maybe just give him his spot. But
the funny two minor bosses before the big boss.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking steamy. We were just talking about that. Yeah, apparently he overgrinded, so he leveled up too high. So when he got into the mini bosses, like one hit, big boss, and then it was a little bit more of a challenge. But the mid part was all right, and at least I'll say this: it didn't drag. Like the movie is not long. It's like I think it's legit like an hour and a half. So you're not wasting your time in there. But
no, it was quick to the point, and the fun and games didn't take too long. I refer to the second act as fun and games because that's how it was referred to in a book. If you guys didn't know, just on a little technical in there. But that's the part when you meet the synth. Was she Leela or Taylor?
She was the sister was Tessa. She was Thea.
That's it. Yeah. Played by one of the Fannings. I think this was Ellie Fanning.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Played a good dual role, but she did the synth thing, and I feel like this actually is the only negative I think I have for the movie. Really, is the villains are typical Disney Marvel villains, man. They're one note and largely paper thin, And even though she gets to play a dual role, being Thea, who's very almost ditzy because she's like a synth with programmed emotions that allow her to empathize and understand creatures to be able to exploit them.
And she's the scientist of the group. Right. The other one is a field agent.
Right. And then that's Tessa. She gets to be the cold, tactical, cunning one.
Yeah. Who just wants to complete her mission and appease Mother.
But again, like where I think the portrayal of that character and all of her supporting agents are all like they're no more in depth than like Agent Smith's other bots from like from the Matrix. Like they're just there and they die. There's really nothing to them.
So the thing I was really glad about, because we just got done reviewing Alien Earth, and remember they were posted as the most deadliest creatures throughout the galaxy.
Apparently they missed this one.
They did not go to this planet. I was hoping she was not part of that expedition. I was hoping and praying that they weren't going to tie the two together. That like, oh, we have this great new show that falls in this universe. Let's go ahead and tie it together. And they saw, and maybe we don't.
Yeah, I think Dan Trachtenberg maybe gave Noah Hawley a call and was like, "Sorry, bro, it's off. It's not happening.
Yeah,
we're not going to do that." Because the Kalis is a bad mamma jamma for sure, and like even when they thought they had it, even when Deck actually got its head off, I was like, oh, all right, at least got the skull.
Nope. Oh yes, I was there. I'm like, oh, he did it.
He did. It is. He can die. Nope. It needs to be like, it needs total molecular like destruction for that to
Yeah.
like be a thing.
Like you have to treat it like the rose in that demonstration of liquid
Yeah.
nitrogen.
Just gotta shatter it out. The whole thing's got to get got. But they played with a couple of things along the way that made this better than I thought it was going to be. Like you got the bit with Deck and his brother. I'll be cutting all the coughing and hacking out. You got the juxtaposition of Deck and his brother's relationship with Thea, and as Deck explains that kind of bond to her, she thinks Tessa is her sister and expects that their interactions, their bond will be the same as Deck and his brothers, and it's not. So you get a little bit of that whole like the juxtaposition doesn't the juxtaposition works because it doesn't work in her favor. You know what I mean? And then they go full Guardians of the Galaxy found family trope at the end, which again it was kind of dopey and kind of goofy, but it's what they were aiming for the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't crap on them for going that route. They're like they basically hung a like a lantern on it or whatever, as they say. They're like, oh no, he's gonna have his own family group at the end of this shit. There you go. And it kind of so it's kind of predictable that way. But the fight scenes look good. I didn't have any big CGI problems. I thought the creatures look great. Dude, the planet feels dangerous as fuck. Like he lands there and literally everything fucking tries to kill him.
Everything.
The plants try to kill him. The flower tried to kill him. The bugs tried to kill him. The weasels tried to kill him. The tree fucking tried to kill him. He fell 6 times. Gravity tried to kill him. He fell off the waterfall twice in this fucking movie, dude. Twice. You know? I mean, he got put through his paces for sure. Final combat with Dad. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The thing I liked about it, that it played like he just didn't go through the world and it tried to kill him. It all played into the end.
Again,
one of the major interactions that happened towards the end. It wasn't the final battle, but it was one of the big climactic battles.
Yeah,
and
it was the rising battle, it was the storming the tower moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it all played in quite well, and I think they did a great job with it. I was pleasantly surprised. I tried to go in there with, of course, my normal open mind. I just want to see.
And you're good at that. You're better at that than I am.
Let's see it. And as I said before, I don't need to be overwhelmed. I definitely don't want to be underwhelmed. Just whelm me. I just want to be whelmed. And I think it hit that nice whelmed area for me.
It was familiar with some new stuff. I know some people are not digging the notion that the Predator movie, like people are concerned that this is the direction it just goes in now with Predator as like the hero protag. And I'm like, well, where else did you want it to go? We've had 6 versions, like I shit you not, like 6 versions of the movie where like it's humans versus the Predator, and it's been done to death. Like it's like, what else do you need from that besides the tropey? Well, we're gonna throw the Predator in feudal England or feudal Japan or with the Aztecs. So like, okay, I mean, I don't need that. I think there's a whole. It's an alien. It's got a culture. There's shit to explore there.
And you've already had that because you saw like their the throne of the one who always goes there's the hunt. He had tons of skulls and stuff like that. So the feudal part didn't really phase them much when you have a plasma blaster on your shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we'd have to write that in there. Like, dude, he crashes, he loses his gear, he's got to get back, he's got to get the spear back, or he's crippled or something. Like, there's ways you can do it, but I don't want to. Like, why bother? Why bother? Do something with them as the focal character. Draw from the comics, like we're always talking about, respecting canon and lore. There's decades worth of Dark Horse shit out there to pull from.
Yeah, show more of their culture that they have in this this universe.
Dude, I would have been.
They did xenomorphs to death here recently, so it's time to see what the Predators home life is like.
Well. Dude, and not well. Like the last 2-3 Alien things, I haven't been down for. Like Romulus was a big disappointment for me at the end of that. Alien Earth was hot dog shit. Prometheus and Covenant were bad, But dude, Predator, as far as Prey and Badlands, and Killer of Killers, the animated one. I don't think you grabbed it over the summer.
No, I didn't see that.
That's 3 in a row. That's 3 good ones in a row for the Pred. Coming off of their worst movie, The Predator in 2018, that was terrible. So I mean, if this is the direction to Trachtenberg, and Trachtenberg's 3 for 3 because he's done Prey, Killer of Killers, and Badlands, and I think and they all have fairly rave reviews. So I'd say you just let him shepherd this thing for a little while and see what you get next. Because I think this movie did okay box office wise. I don't have numbers yet. I didn't grab. It's only Sunday when we're recording this.
Yeah.
So we'll have to take a peek at that. Do you want to give Badlands a number out of 10? You want to give it a rating out of 10?
I'd put it in the 6-7 range. I mean, like I said, I was whelmed, so it's right there in the middle, but it's not dead average. It's above average, but it's not breaking my top tier.
Yeah, it's I figured you'd go a little higher, so that surprised me a little bit, but I'm right there with you. I'm giving it a 7, and I'm going to remind people that on a 10 scale of like rating something, like it's not an academic average where like the 7 is the average. Like the bell curve there would be 5.5 would be a straight up dopey average movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if King Z's giving it a 6 and I'm giving it a 7, he's just slightly better than average. They don't make any major mistakes. It's largely free of messaging. Dude, this is the other thing too. Like I'm seeing Facebook ads and pages everywhere that are like, "Is Predator Badlands a queer predator story?" I'm like, where is that in this movie? It's a dude and his brother and a girl and her sister. That's it. Like where's that stuff supposed to be in the movie?
Definitely made sure to say sister, not
right. Like dude,
clearly
not a love interest situation.
They're bots, anyways.
Dude, they're bots, and the one of them's like, "We're not sisters." Shank.
Yeah.
Like, no, stop it.
Throw her in the box.
Rage bait. They throw her in the box. Package the unit. She said, "Oh, no, fuck it. There's none of that in here. You're safe for this one here." If you got a gripe, it could be that the level of graphic violence doesn't hit Predator or Predator 2 because there's no humans getting hacked up. You got plenty of Predator blood, plenty of synth goo, whatever the fuck that is.
And you get fake creature blood.
Oh, loads. Frosty.
I'm thinking of the buffalo.
I want to give. Oh, dude, that was nasty. That was good shit. Though. I want to give him one special nod too for like a one of like the beats of fight choreography that came up. Of course, we know one of the tropes that comes up in a Predator movie is how am I going to hide from their camo? Like, am I going to use mud? Am I going to drink the stupid flower juice from Prey to lower my temp, which was stupid? But like, it's always comes down to that: is we realize they see infrared. And we try to hide from them that way. So in this one, I thought it was really nifty that when Deck goes back to fight his dad and dad activates his cloaking device and gets in a couple of shots, Deck, because he's not an idiot, kicks on the thrusters to his ship that's parked behind him and uses it to kick up dust, which does what? Slaps into this dude's cloaking device and basically highlights him. Like it fucking paints him as a target, and then Deck beats the crap out of him, which I thought was great. I'm like, so it worked in reverse. They defeated their cloak they defeated it actively instead of hiding from it, which I thought was nifty. I'll give him a lot of credit for that. Just
maybe
the
right
process.
son survived.
Yeah, that was some good shit. And then the Kayla skate his head. Again, it was kind of dopey. But yeah, no, it was pretty good. Pretty good. No post-credit scenes. There's a little action right at the end of the movie after the new Guardians of the Galaxy get together. It's like, oh man, my mom's calling. You guys can check it out for yourselves. Because King Z had the 6-7. I'll give it a 7. I was feeling generous. I walked out of there happy that I spent a couple of hours at the movie theater checking it out. Worth it.
Yeah, it was fun. We both went Thursday night, so we both went opening night. Times. Yeah.
So. Mine wasn't. I'll say this though. Mine was early. I was over there at about 5, so it wasn't packed. I wasn't expecting. How was yours? Because I know you went.
We were
like
8 p.m.
Yeah.
And when I first went in there and I did my count, we were 1 of 14. But my wife pointed out that there was more than that by the end, and apparently people came in, but I was so engrossed I didn't notice.
True. So we'll just have to check numbers then. But all right, I think that'll do us for Predator Badlands, guys. Go check it out. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of Predator Badlands if you're going to get out and check it out. Also, let us know if you want us to go retro watch. It would be a very short retro watch. Either the original movie, which I know we will do, or if you want me to get King Z to watch Killer of Killers, which I think he would enjoy, even though it's animated. So he has enjoyed some animated stuff lately. But all right, King, get us out of here. We got one more movie to do.
All right. So remember, we do have a weekly podcast, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and check that out. We do have a membership program. Soon we'll be dropping membership only type content, as well as if you're part of the first 10 to sign up as a member, you're getting a special gift. It should be arriving here soon, and they'll be prepared to be shipped soon after that to the 4 we already have. So that means there's 6 open slots of the original 10. So just to let you guys know. Cool. All right. I think that does it for me. Y'all have a great evening and peace.
See ya. Dun, 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 dun.